Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Aditi and I'm back with mixed media inspiration for y'all. Today I'm going to be using the Garden of Harmony collection and I will be creating a mixed media album. For my album, I will be using these MDF pieces which mimics a doorway, and I will be altering this with the Garden of Harmony collection. These MDF pieces are from the mixed palette. Now, before I begin, I will flip through and show you the beautiful designs of this collection. I am using the 8-inch paper pack, but the same thing is available in 12 inches and 6 inches as well. With the collection, we have 2 extra sets, the flowers as well as the harmony. So I will first flip through harmony and then flip through the flowers. And now I am going to fussy cut elements from both these extra sets to create a nice spring summer album documenting memories, spending time outdoors by the garden, relaxing, having a cup of tea, and just being in nature. Now for my base layers, I am going to set this aside because I don't want to apply paper here. This is the front panel and I will decorate it with the fussy cut elements. But I need base paper for all the inner pages. So I have 5 pages here and I want to decorate them first with a base layer. And these measure 3.5 inches by 7 inches, and so it is easy to use the 8-inch paper pack, and from a single piece of paper I can get 2 pieces cut out. I also want to focus on the placement. For example, in this particular paper, I would like to have a sheet with this floral cluster cut out, so something like that. And then I can cut out the remaining from this side. I can definitely trace the MDF pieces on this, but what I'm going to do is I will plan the clusters and I'll trim these down by cutting them to 3.5 inches by 7 inches and making 5 pieces of that. And since I want to cover the back and front, I would then need 10 pieces. So instead of cutting them exact like I did for the first piece, 3.5 by 7, I just cut them at 3/5/8 and left the remaining piece as it is, so that once I glue them, I can then cut around and trim those edges. I am going to use Mod Podge and just glue each piece down onto the base. Time to glue our papers to the base. Now, an important thing to do before we actually glue is to trace these holes and punch them out. So keeping the paper in place, tracing these holes with pencil and punching them out will just make it really easy, because cutting these holes out later can be messy and can cause tears to the paper. So I have done that to all my sheets, and now I'm just going to glue these to the base. So after I adhered it, I have just trimmed any excess overhangs and completed having that base in place for my pages. And now to just decorate them, so I have all the fussy cut elements here, and I have already done a few pages, but I will share 2 pages here. But that's a look at the backs. And so I have decorated the front and the back, and I've made them almost like pockets to insert the photos. So I will just quickly adhere these elements, and I'm just using glue and foam tape to bring layers and dimension. And that's it. That's as easy as it is. So always good to fussy cut out all the elements, keep them handy. I still have a pile of elements here for the front cover, and when you have something like this ready, it's just easy to put together a composition. So I'm going to set these aside and now work on the cover. I'm just going to use liquid acrylics and paint the front and back of the cover, and then I will apply clear crackle paste just for added texture. Now once that crackle texture dried, I have just used some waxes to highlight and give this door a nice vintage look. I have not applied any texture at the back, just used waxes in antique gold and white gold to highlight and give this a vintage look. And now all I'm going to do is just assemble these elements and create a composition. With that done, it completes my cover page. All I've done is just added these rings to tie the whole album together, and I'll do a quick flip through to show you how that looks. I just added a few butterflies on the inside of that. Now for all the pages, I have created these photo mats. I have just cut cardstock 2¼ by 3¼ so that's perfect for 3x2 inch photos. And on the back of each, I've just doodled a border so that it can be used as a journaling tag at the back. And so each page holds 2 photos, and this album can hold a total of 20 photos in that manner. I have intentionally avoided adding glitter because that just makes my photos sparkle, and every time I pick it, there are glitter chunks on my hand. So this particular album, I just kept it free from that sparkle and shine. But that's optional. If you would like, you can always go back in and add glitter. Some pages have that top pocket, and that also, like you can see here, holds the photo mat perfectly. I just used another piece of paper and traced out this MDF piece to create a clean back covering so that this photo doesn't get dirty or exposed. So what this does is just closes my album and keeps it all intact and neat. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial today, and I look forward to inspiring you with my future tutorials. Until the next time, take care and bye-bye.